Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 2026. Yes, we made it. We made it. There's so much to be joyful for. I know it's been a while since I spoke to us, but I'm here now. New year, new me. On today's episode, I'll be talking about journaling. Yes, you know, when we come into a new year, there are new things to write about, you have plans. Journaling is very important as a parent caring for a child with additional needs, and I'll tell you why. Journaling is the act or practice of writing your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas, your experience in a personal record. And why would you want to do this? We journal because we want to track our progress, we want to write down our ideas, we want to have a blueprint for how our year or our month is going to go. Planning is very important. And when we go back into the scriptures, we see that God always told his prophets to write things down. Let's take a look at Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 2, and I'll be reading from the NIV version. It says, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel says, write in a book all the words I have spoken to you." In this particular verse, God was talking about the restoration of Israel, and he commanded that Jeremiah write it down and read it to the people. So God was very particular about writing things down, writing vision down, writing a plan down. And if in the days of old we see that our God is particular about writing things down, how much more now that we're in the modern days? Journaling, as we call it, is so important because, like I said earlier, you're able to write down your ideas, you're able to write down your thoughts, you're able to write down your experiences and use that as a blueprint for tracking your progress or trying to figure out how things were and if there's an improvement that can be done on whatever plans that you have. And so now one would ask, how does journaling apply to me as a parent caring for a child with additional needs? I have so much going on as a parent. I don't think I'm ready to write anything down. I don't think I'm ready to start to jot things down. I'm going to tell you why journaling is very important, especially as a parent caring for a child with additional needs. So how can you apply journaling into your life as a parent caring for a child with additional needs? Why is it even important? Let me tell you. There was a time in my life and the life of my child when he had some behaviors that were triggered by what we did not understand. So there was a lot of screaming. One would call it meltdown, but it was much more exaggerated than a meltdown, right? It involved like screaming, there could be biting, there could be pushing, and it could go on for a lot of minutes. It could go on for a couple of minutes. We didn't really know what was happening. So we went to the doctor, sometimes we were in the ER, trying to figure out why he was having this exaggerated outburst. And we tried a couple of things, like I tried a couple of things that I could do to calm him down, and it just wasn't working. So at that point, the recommendation was to give him some medications that could, calm him down, and then we'll do a lot of tests to figure out what was going on. And one thing that was very helpful was writing down each time he had those outbursts. So I began to keep a journal of when he had the outburst, what happened before then, was there something that he ate, just so that I could identify what the triggers were. Because to be truthful, even at school, they really couldn't picture or figure out like what were the cues or what could have triggered it. Was it something internal? Was it something environmental? Nobody knew. But this is what journaling did for me. I was able to, journal or write down when he took certain medications, write down when I noticed the cues, when he would start to script and say words that were not regular, which looked like the onset of the situation that he was going through. I started to write all those things down. So everything I was writing down, right? Writing down the cues, writing down the words that he would say up until the outburst, writing down what kind of medications he took in the morning, in the evening, putting everything on paper was very helpful for me. So one thing it helped me to do was it helped me to track progress, right? I could track progress of how my son was behaving based on all the interventions that was made. So there were behavioral interventions, there was medical intervention. So writing everything in a journal helped me to track his progress. Number two, it helped me to explore options. So there were other holistic methods that I, infused in helping him to calm down. I will talk about that in another episode. And writing it down helped me to see what worked, right? So if I used a certain intervention, a certain holistic intervention, was he calmer? How long was he calm for? Was he able to sleep better? Was he able to, where the dysregulation reduced? Tracking that, writing that down helped me to see what interventions were working for him. So every time I had like a doctor's appointment, I will take that journal with me so that I could circle back and, talk to the doctor, all the things that has been happening, so that myself and the doctor could plan for the future. So journaling was super helpful during that time. I could go back into my journal and look at the record, everything that has happened, track the progress, and then make recommendations for the future with the help of the doctor. So journaling worked for me, and I want to use this to encourage you as a parent. I know it is a lot, but there are times when your children are going to have behaviors that are not explainable. You don't know what's going on, and just in case you are beginning to see those signs now, especially if you have a non-verbal child or you have a child that is unable to express how they feel, it's important that you keep a journal, and hopefully this journal will help you and the medical practitioners plan in the future what is best for your child. And so as you enter into this year, I need you to take the time to journal. It's going to be so beneficial for you. It's going to help you reduce your stress and anxiety because you already know and understand the patterns of what's going on, and you're able to help your child whenever the need arises. Journaling has a lot of benefits. You would reduce stress and anxiety, you would understand the patterns and use those patterns to make better decisions for your child. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and until next time, bye bye.